Before we get going into the video, my name is Brando for the new viewers. I'm the founder of Brandlux Media. We are an e-commerce growth agency. We've been able and so fortunate to work with 100 plus partners. And so the reason I started this channel is to document every framework that I know is proven to work and that actually work so that you can get some value from it and, hopefully make your business a success. With no further ado, I hope you enjoy this video. In this video, I'm going to bring you through an 8-figure e-commerce funnel. This company is doing $50+ million per year. I'm also going to show you a little, quick case study of our own client doing over $300,000 per week, every single week. But most importantly, I want to show you a funnel that is really, really profitable from start to finish. I'm going to show you what they're doing on the front end, how they're upselling, cross-selling, and downselling people, and what they're doing at the back end as well. And why do I want to show you in the first place? I want to show you this because these companies that are able to scale to multiple 8 figures are able to scale to these numbers because they're able to scale very profitably, scale their ad spend and still be profitable. How is that possible? It's possible by having a funnel that actually converts, right? So I'm going to bring you through the entire process so that you can replicate this exact system into your business. With no further ado, let's get right into the video. As usual, before we get going in the video, this is just a quick little case study of a client that we're currently in the process of scaling, and they did $295,000 in the last 7 days. As you can see, we're hovering around, 20K days, 30K days, sometimes $40,000 days. And of course, with this Q4, we're about to scale very, very aggressively. Now, I'm showing you this just so you have an understanding, if you're a new viewer, of the type of caliber of clients that we're able to work with, and we have the fortune to work with. You have no idea, people think that I am the guru or whatever, but you have no idea how much I also learn going into these businesses, and of course how much the client learns by working with us, just because we work with a lot of types of businesses, and that's we've just collected a lot of data. But many times I also learn and I open my eyes from like a newbie, and I just discover things that I just never thought would be possible, if I have to be honest with you. So, and this is actually the first reason and the exact reason why I decided to start this channel, just to document my entire journey and share all of my knowledge and my learnings with the entire world. Okay. So with this client, we're actually in the process of implementing the strategies that I'm about to show you right now. Just what I'm about to show you right now is basically a bulletproof, will allow you to basically build a bulletproof acquisition system so that that will actually allow you to scale your front end. Because what happens when you scale your advertising spend, you need to do 2 things. Number 1, you need to be a beast when it comes to creatives. Okay, let me just give you a sneak peek of what I'm going to show you here. You need to be a beast at creating creatives at scale, or else you cannot scale your ad spend. But at the same time, you need to build an acquisition funnel from start to finish that can actually support the expensive ad spend, because a lot of people forget that when you increase your ad spend, you actually, competition goes up, CPMs go up, cost per clicks go up, right? Cost per acquisitions at the end of the day go up. And so we need to kind of leverage other systems to make sure that we balance it out, to make sure that everything is profitable even when we scale. And so the company that I want to go over this time is actually one of my favorite companies, and I really admire the person that actually built the company, and it's called Boom by Cindy Joseph. And so the company behind this brand is actually Ezra Firestone. If you don't know him, I'll give him a shout out. He's a top G when it comes to e-commerce. And he basically built a company to like multiple 8 figures, and then he's also documenting a bunch of his own learnings. And he's also the founder of Shopify pages for actually building, and one-click upsell, which is building pages. That's what I meant. And also one-click upsell, which is I think one of the easiest upselling tools that you can implement in your funnel. So what I want to do in this video is actually go through their entire funnel and why it works. And they're a beauty company, and they're doing $50 million a year. Let's start over here at the start of the video, and so what they do initially is they actually send traffic to an advertorial page. So this is actually a page that is very, very clean. And if you are selling, even if you're not selling a beauty product, I really advise you to actually test advertorial pages. Even if you're selling, whatever, like wristbands, or you're selling wallets, or whatever it is. There's so many angles and different propositions and ways that you can promote the product and actually make it fit into an advertorial. At the end of the day, like, people want to read and consume information, and there isn't a product that doesn't have a piece of information that could be transformed into like an advertorial. In this case, it's beauty, and so they're doing 5 makeup tips for older women. They're targeting women on their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. That's their ideal target. So you will actually notice, and this is really important, you will actually notice that the way that the pages are built, they're basically built optimized for people that are older. And so you will notice that fonts are bigger. Call to actions are bigger. Everything is kind of like bigger and more like standardized and not like super flashy or modern, right? Which is really important to consider, right? Nowadays, if you want to actually, if you have a beauty company that sells to like 20 and 30 year olds, you probably, this structure would work fine, but there's other elements that I'm going to show you just later on that would kind of be just throw them off. And so this topic, let's put it apart for a second, but I love the way that they're doing this advertorial, and I like it because they're essentially positioning their product as their go-to while they're giving also tips. And so what ends up happening as they go through the information and they scroll through stuff, information, and read this section on the right essentially follows them, right? Which is great. And you can build these on page builders like Zipify, like Pagefly, like Gem Pages. I like Gem Pages a lot, and you can basically build your own. So this is kind of like a top of a fold product, a top of a fold product section. And it has like a couple, it has some badges, it has your money back guarantee risk, it has your call to action, it has a couple images. So it's like really, really optimized for conversion. And I like that a lot. And then of course they have like 3 offers. What I also like about what they do over here, and this is probably really optimized for older women, if I have to be honest here, knowing at least my mother and how she thinks, is that under the add to cart, there's a watch demo video. And so this is probably, they probably battle tested this, but it seems like women of their target, like their target audience, maybe needs a little more of a demo and an explanation. They want to engage and actually understand how the product works and how it looks like. So I really advise to, even if you're not doing targeting this demographic, I'd really advise you to put, like, if you have the chance, like a mini demo, like 1-to-1. You can hire somebody, like send her the product, high production, and give her the pointers that she needs to talk about for that specific product. And so what they're doing here is that they're basically talking about the product, how it works, and they're showcasing a quick demo right under the call to action button, which I think is genius. I've never really seen them, other companies do it. They're doing it, and there's definitely a reason for it. And then there's other, of course, more of an advertorial stuff like that. There's still the product section that I really like over here that follows, and then they have a final call to action. What ends up happening when they click this button is that they get redirected to the actual normal page, because that's not the sales page, that's the advertorial. That's to like warm people up. And by the way, before I move on here, before I show you the rest, why I love the advertorial page so much is because you can actually retarget these people. So if you think of it like an opt-in page, like even with an opt-in page, when people get into the opt-in page and they don't end up opting in, or they go into the advertorial page and they don't end up buying or adding to cart, you can retarget that pool of people. You have an extra layer of retargeting, which becomes very useful. You can retarget those people with another advertorial, or you can retarget those people directly and send them directly to this page. And chances are conversion rates are going to increase because they are already warmed up, which is great. That's the power of retargeting. Now, this page is also very simple. As you can see, like, price is big, everything is super simple. The kind of review on the top is very big and easily readable. This section is very simple. There's always demos. Very simple section, nothing special. And now they have never seen so many FAQ sections, but these are probably these are conversion mechanism. People don't really understand the importance of FAQ sections. FAQ sections are like, it's your opportunity to handle all of your objections. To answer all of your customers or potential customers' objections. And so if you have 13, go ahead and put 13. They have very, very useful ones, like what is the trio? How does it work? What are the ingredients, right? What do the boomstick feel and look like on your skin? How big are they, right? All these things are questions that they 1000% have. Now, how do you come up with these like very, very kind of like spot on FAQ sections or questions? Read reviews and understand what people are asking for. What are they complaining about? Like, really dive deeper into the research. And if you don't have reviews yourself because maybe you're starting out, just look at what your competitors are doing or competitors selling similar products. Okay, I would say that. And so make sure this is a super fundamental section. And then they of course have, love this, then you may also enjoy that. These are like quick upsells. Now, moving forward, this is what I love about this brand, and they do very, very well, is that they have a very clear, this is kind of their add to cart. They have a nice kind of, and this is a conversion mechanism, reviews. And so you can add like a carousel, you can kind of customize your add to cart or your cart page in different ways. But this is very, very simple, once again, probably because of the nature of their customer and how they want to interact and buy products online. But everything is very simple, black and white, and they have a review over here. Now, as I click checkout, what you'll notice is that, just to show you the funnel and how it works, we will actually be upsold, and I like this a lot. And because I chose the boomstick, what did they upsell me here? they upsold me. They say, why not add our new most popular product? Add Boomstick Rose Nude, right, to your product. Boomstick Rose Nude, the perfect hint of color without looking like makeup. I love it. And this feature, how do you actually implement it? You can implement it by using Ezra Firestone's app, which is called Zipify one-click upsell, which allows you to add pre-purchase upsells, which is in this case before the customer actually pays, and then post-purchase upsells, which I'm going to talk about in just a second. Now, before we move on, I actually forgot to mention just a couple of things over here. As I was scrolling through the page, and this happened at around second like 30 or 40, which is really important to analyze, is that I saw, I came across, I think I saw this one when I was on the page, but I also came across this other one, and this is basically the opt-in page. Now, the reason why I like this so much is because it doesn't say like, get a flashy 50% off, 20% off, whatever. It says join our Boom Club. It's more of like a community, and it says be part of the pro age revolution and get new videos, discounts, and more. So it keeps it general, but it keeps it really high perceived, and it almost as if there's really a value in joining this community, so that they don't feel alone. They can actually join a community. And if I'm not mistaken, they don't only have like an email list, they also have like an actual, like, I think a Facebook group or something. So they actually really build a community. What happens when you build a community? Well, running a business becomes a lot more valuable and way more easier to scale, because you can rely on your, an actual community that is warm, and you can upsell, engage with, etc., promote new products, etc. And the other thing that I saw in the past is 10 best makeup and beauty tips for women over 40. So they're doing ebooks, and ebooks are absolutely amazing because it's instant gratification, meaning they give you their email. You put them into your list, so they're locked in, and at the same time you can instantly deliver value by giving them the digital ebook. And typically this can be like a 10, 20, 30 page ebook, in this case about 10 best makeups and beauty tips. And guess what happens? Within the ebook, you can upsell your product on the side, kind of like the advertorial. You put the information on the ebook, and then on the side, on the sides or the bottoms or the start or the finish or the middle of the ebook, you can gradually and in a very like nonchalant way promote your products based on the problems or solutions that you're talking about in the ebook. So I like this a lot. Now moving over here, after the we add to cart, whether we decline or add to cart, or add this other offer to the cart, we will go to a very standard checkout page. If I have to be honest, the only extra thing that I would add here, since they're probably using Shopify Plus Premium or whatever, is add an extra objection handling section over here. So maybe Trustpilot reviews, since they can customize checkout. If you have the standard Shopify, I don't believe you can customize checkout, but if you have the Plus version, which is several $100s per month, you actually can. You can go in here and customize the entire checkout. The only extra one thing that I would add over here is probably just some reviews, Trustpilot. If you can add like video reviews or testimonials that go throughout this entire page to probably increase trust, authority, and all of the above. Now this is a very standard page, and right after here, what happens over here, and this is where it gets very interesting, is that they do actually, they showcase 3 different offers before they go to the thank you page. This would be the thank you page, which I'll talk about in just a second. But they have 3 different offers. And so this is an upsell, so something that is more expensive than what they just bought. This is a downsell if they reject the first offer. So if I say no to the first upsell, I will get downsold. And a downsell is something that costs less, right? And I'll do an example of it. These are kind of like random. I don't believe these are actually congruent to the page before, because I just didn't have the opportunity to find them, but they are just an example of what you can do. Okay, so take it with a grain of salt. So upsell, if they say no, we downsell them, and if they say yes to the upsell, we upsell them again, because there's a high chance that they can convert again. And sorry, this is actually wrong. It should go over here, and I'll explain why. The reason why it should go over here is because if I upsell them and they say yes, they go over here. If I upsell them, if they no, they go over here. If they say yes to this one or no to this one, they're not going to go to the third one. They have to see 2 offers, not more than 2. I wouldn't recommend showing more than 2. And so if they say yes or no to this one, second offer they see, they then go to the thank you page directly. Now, if you have a good offer, what I would do here is actually, if let's just say you have product A, and this is what they tend to do. I've seen it because I've also bought their own product, I think last year. Is that they actually offer more of the same product but at a discount. And so if you bought the Boom 3 stick whatever, they actually would upsell you 3 very similar products in terms of like the trio, but maybe a different color or a different something that has similar value or similar proposition but is like a different model. And so they would do like buy 6 and save 50% off, or buy 6 and save 30% off, and they will specifically specify something like this: the special one-time offer, this is a special one-time offer, this deal is valid today only because you purchased Boom products, and it will never be shown again. Okay, so if they say once again yes to this offer, good, we upsell them again. Why do we upsell them again? We upsell them again because if they say yes to the upsell, there's a much higher likelihood that we'll spend a lot more money, and they're in yes mode, right? If they say no to the upsell, what we can do is offer them, as I said before, a downsell. And this is a good opportunity to maybe either potentially have the same offer, sometimes it works, and say, and give a bigger discount, but with like, a caveat to it, right? And so another way to do it is that maybe you just offer another solution or just less of this option. So maybe if you offer like a pack of 6, maybe here you offer an extra pack of 3 with still the same discount, and say, hey, I noticed, okay, maybe you're not ready to make this commitment. We can still give you 3 and you can still save 30%, right? Something like that is a downsell. And no matter what, once again, make sure that they see at least 2 offers, either this and this, or this one and this one, okay? And this works amazingly well, okay? And the interesting thing about one-click upsell, which is the app which you can go on Shopify and explore, is that you can actually customize entire funnels. So if this is product 1, you can choose to show 3 different backend offers based on the first product that they buy or they add to cart. Even this one, you can customize this pre-purchase based on what they added to cart. So you can basically map out your entire funnel and have like 50 funnels on the backend. If let's say you have like 3 products with variations, you can literally say if they buy product 1 with variation C or B or A, whatever it is, show this upsell or downsell or pre-purchase upsell or downsell, and cross-sell them this after or later, or show them this other upsell. So you can be extremely creative, which is why I love the process very well. If you do this right, listen closely, if you do this right, you should be able to add between 5, 10, sometimes I've seen even 15% of extra revenue. This is absolute game changer. Just imagine you can get an extra 7 to 10% of extra revenue. That means you have 10% more margin on the front end to scale. That's a lot of revenue. In some cases, if you do it right, for every person that actually visits this page, you can expect a 10 to 20% conversion rate. You can expect 10 to 20, sometimes even 30% conversion rate, meaning 1 in 3 or 4 or 5 people can actually buy this product. So these are the types of conversion rates that you can expect when people already give you their credit card. And by the way, this is after they fill up their credit card. So they literally fill up their entire process here, and they literally give you their credit card and they're ready to buy. And then this is a process. How the app works is that it stores the order for 15 to 20 minutes, and allowing the user to actually add more products to cart, and then after 20 to 30 minutes, it triggers the sale afterwards. Now, what I also like about their checkout is that they actually have a thank you page, and I believe they also upsell them, and then a review, they upsell them like, oh, make sure to check your email for your next discount and stuff like that. Thank you for joining the community. This is also a good opportunity to have them join your maybe school or community or Facebook group, wherever you want. I think this is what they're doing over here on the bottom. And then over here is just an order summary, so they're not panicking and they know exactly what they ordered, and it's like you're setting back the expectations, right? I hope this video was valuable, but there's one last thing that I want to mention over here that's really, really important, is that, you can actually crack the code with an entire funnel, and it's great. This can probably bring you to 7 figures, but if you want to get to the next level, and this is what they do a lot, is you need to test multiple funnels or offers. Let's call them either funnel, offers, call it whatever you want. It's both. You should test multiple offers and multiple funnels at the same time. I'm just going to prioritize the funnel the offer, because the offer is what makes the most difference, and you can still sell the same product. So just by looking at other companies that we funnel hacked, this is how they do it actually. Instead of just doing this is what most companies do, is that they do a bunch of creatives, which is great, and they redirect people to like one landing page and one kind of funnel and offer, and then they stop there. And so what we want to do to bring it to the next level and distribute our income is that we should do it this way, and this is how the 8-figure companies do it. They work on a bunch of creatives, like usual, like the 7-figure company or 6-figure company over here. But the extra caveat is that they have offer 1, offer 2. So this could be buy 1, get 1 free, or buy 3 and get 3 off. Get this product and get 3 free serums. Get this product, get 3 serums, get free shipping. Do like it's an offer. It doesn't have to be a huge discount. It can be a value stack where you increase the perceived value. That's what I recommend to do, instead of like just devaluing your product. Increase the perceived value and still, give a discount or give a free product and still maintain your margin. And so what ends up happening is that once you test all these funnels, and by the way, like all these offers can still have the same backend, right? So you can still, it's because perhaps it's like the same product. So same product, same backend, you're just testing on the front end over here. You're testing mainly how this offer over here looks like and what you're presenting on this page, or perhaps also over here, depending on how you structure your advertorial, right? And so what ends up happening over here is that instead of having your entire business rely on one offer, which is really, really risky, and what ends up happening is eventually that offer is not going to work as well because the other people are going to copy you. There's going to be saturation, just like there's like product market saturation. Like on products, there's like something called offer saturation. It's the same thing, right? Same with marketing angles, same with creative. It's the same stuff over and over again. So instead of just doing one, why not have like 6, 7, 10 different offers that bring you different amounts of cash flow, right? So you distribute your risk. And so if offer one just goes off the cuff and it doesn't work anymore, at least you have the rest that are pumping in and still converting at high rates. I hope this video was valuable. I'm a little tired. I think you noticed by my voice, it's been a long day. It's like 10:30 p.m. This is going to be the last thing I'm going to do for the day. Hopefully you got some value from this video. Let me know and give me suggestions about other things that could be of value to you. The most important thing for me, as I said at the beginning of this channel, is to document everything, give you access to resources that you would probably never even have because you haven't been behind the hood of 100 businesses over the last 7 years, which has been my case. And so I just want to document as much information as I possibly can. Let me know if it's valuable. Subscribe, like, ring the bell, and see you in the next one. Bye. On a side note, before I end it off here, if you actually own an e-commerce business and you want your business and your brand to be audited, we can just hop on a call, hop on a free strategy session with myself or one of my team members, and we can pretty much have a conversation about your roadmap towards next year and how perhaps you can reach your goals. The conversation is very laid back. It's honestly just to understand if there's an opportunity for us to do even business together one day. Okay? With no further ado, thank you once again, and who knows, maybe see you in the next masterclass.